let's just play versus Rick Aldebaran, or something like that. I don't remember playing versus them. I suppose I did, but I don't really remember. So let's just play on the blind. This is a keepable hand. We have all of our colors, lands, prophetic prisms, course fissures. This is awesome, as long as they are not on boggles. So let's see how this goes. This is recording, of course. I always check that, even though I shouldn't. What? Oh, I think he registered that the wrong deck. Okay, no problem. Just start again. Let's just double check that we have the correct one. This. There are so many Brazilians that even Brazilians assume that everyone is a Brazilian, so that's interesting. So we can keep this hand. Give me the previous one. We'll need to mulligan this. It has a lot of gas, but if we could change something, I would change, like, I don't know, Thraven for land. Just mulligan. This is awful, but we are going to keep nonetheless. Ship this. We can start with Radiant Fountain. Yeah. We have double red. We don't need triple red, so another green deck. This time stompy. So journey should be fine. Oh. Let's just go for the biggest upside and Radiant Fountain. Try to gain a bit of life now. We can bounce it back later with Boros Monarch. Burning Tree, let's see how many they have. Two. Are there three? Are there three? Let's just see if there are three. No, just boo, boo. Let's see if they have another Bowl Scourge for maximum nonsense. No, they don't. Okay, so we are still in a lot of trouble. We need basically a Korskai Fisher or Bust here. I don't even think I want to play the journey now, because we only take a 2/2. That doesn't seem worth it. I want to just leave them the opportunity to just crack the spawn for an Elephant Guide and we can punish them. And just bounce the Radiant Fountain, I guess. We're going to take a lot of damage and we are going to be dead on turn 4 probably, but what can you do? Sometimes Stompy has its draws and that's why Burning Emissary is so busted. Elephant Guide, and they don't represent any interaction, so we should be fine to remove that. We're going to still eat a lot of damage to the face, but maybe it's not the end of the world. Let's see what they draw now. I would like to draw a bolt. That's not a bolt. So in this case I'm going to start with Journey, then Windscar Crag. We can remove this. Know that this is when it dies, so we remove the creature of the aura for the price of 1. We play one of our 200 lands and just pass the turn now. So next turn we have 4 mana. We can do like Radiant Fountain into Prophetic Prism, try to find a Korskai Fisher and try to start blocking. That would be awesome. Blocking here would be one of my top 5 things to do right now, I think. So Mireboa, that's interesting. I think it makes sense. There is a lot of mono black control here in these tournaments, so it makes sense. Yeah, so we are going to start with Prophetic Prism. Okay, so we go to 9 now. And just play the third even. So they have something to savage swipe, you know, otherwise they lose value and that's not something that we want. We don't have anything to block, we can block the Mireboa maybe. To eat up a bit of their mana, but they have so much mana that it doesn't really matter. They have 6, 7, so a savage swipe is lethal, so maybe it wasn't correct to play the Thraben Inspector, but we are so far behind that I didn't really care. Let's see what they do. I'm going to block the Riverboa. Soak up a bit of damage, try to gain a bit of time, try to find something to block with. Just a regeneration shield, that's fine. Just passing turn, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Okay, awesome. So we can start with Prism, then Korskai Fisher basically. Maybe instead of Prism just Golden Egg, so we can gain a bit of life later on. Okay, so we play the Korskai Fisher block here and die, so we don't have anything. We can crack this and die, because we will have 7 and they have 7, so yeah, there isn't anything we can do. Let's go to Cyberlink. So for this matchup we have more removal in Abrades and Journeys, also Lone Missionaries, very important. And Standard Bear is somewhat useful, but it kind of dies now with Savage Swipe. Let's see what the sideboard says here. So remove the Monarchy, the Standard Bear, and Lone Missionary, so that makes sense. Let's just remove clunky things. I like Guardian, I'm going to keep it. Reaping is awful. Probably a Bondar Ornament or 2. And just add this. I could add also a Braid, but I don't know what I would remove. Well, probably the Sophoglithiums, that's really bad. Something like this. We're removing all of our black and we are lowering our curves, so maybe removing a Bojuka for another Braid is fine. I think that makes sense to me. Again, I'm not a pro in this deck, but I look at this, right? All 2-drops. This should be fine with one less land. Let's see if I have anything that sucks ass. I don't think so. I like my just pile of removal. Right now with this we have 8 plus 3, 11 plus 4, 15 pieces of removal. Plus Low Missionary and Standard Bearer to try to stop them from rankering and things like that with the Stampers. And the Low Missionary should give us more time to just not die to them. Yep. Okay, so this hand does things. I think we can keep it. It's kind of everything that we need. It's just a bit clunky now. That's all. I'm going to keep it and just suffer in silence at the clunkiness of the hand. But this deck is kind of clunky, so should be fine. Read Furnace, so that's great. Got it. I can go for Furnace into Prism, or I can just bolt that stupid thing out of the face of the earth. I think I'm going to do that because this could stop them from having something like Blitzskulk turn 2, which is important. If they have like a million Burning Emissaries, nothing we can do, but if they go for another 1-drop and just pass, or maybe a Blitzskulk without Bloodthirst, which should be fine. Let's see what happens now. Okay, one Burning Emissary. Okay, a lot of suspense here. Gleeful Sabotage. Amazingly, it's not that important. And also we draw another Great Furnace. I don't think Lethal Sabotage is good versus us. Ah, it destroys enchantments. I didn't realize that. I thought it only destroyed artifacts. I could do the same play of just removing the Burning Emissary. Or just playing the Furnace and Prism, but the problem is that if they have another Lethal Sabotage, they blew us out. I can just chill for one turn, like play the Boros Garrison, bounce this. Next turn I can go Prism into Hawk. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Mostly because we already just stopped them a bit. They didn't have a very explosive turn 2, and we want to have eventually have blockers. That Lethal Sabotage was a bit weird. I don't like it really much, a lot, but let's see what happens now. So we can play a couple of blockers, well, one blocker, but we also gain a bit of life. We can also go for double removal spell here to remove the Mire Boa. I think I'm going to start with Bolt here. See what happens. I don't want to spend 2 bolts on the Mire Boa because we have a lot of removal spells for that. We don't have anything. Okay. I was wondering if they would like Binds of Vice with it, so I could remove the Mire Boa. That was the reason of me not playing the land and such. Hunger of the Hull Pack is kind of a problem. But we have a bit of card draw now, so we should eventually find one of our 4 Journey to Nowheres. Hopefully. Perhaps, maybe. Damage base removal is going to be awful versus a Regenerator. That's kind of the joke. This is bad. They are not going to tap out, I don't think. Carbonic Blast does 2 damage, so that's not enough to make them waste a Regenerator shield. Can go Core Sky Fisher into Bounce Prism, or just Greenhawk into Bounce Prism. I think that's better because we can find another land and play that, or find a 1-drop. We don't have any black, so playing the Windscar card makes sense. So we have a blocker now. We also have Prismatic Strands to gain some time. And eventually we're going to find enough for Metalcraft in Carbonic Blast. We can next turn bounce the Prism with Core Sky Fisher, play it, Halberd Galvanic Blast if they have another creature. Okay. Golden Egg. I think I want to play first this. Bounce the Prism, replay it. See what we draw. Okay, that's bad. Can just keep up the shock in case they go for Summer Swipe, I guess. If they have another Hunger, we would die, but I'm not going to keep the Greenhawk back to just jump block. They will attack us for 7. That shouldn't kill us. They have another land. Where's this? So this makes it a 10-4. Okay. We can block 3 damage with the Korsky Fisher. They should totally attack with a Noble Sentinel. Yeah. So I'm going to block here. Give them priority. Load this up. If they have anything, we die, but that was the same situation we were before. Yeah, so that's not enough. Kind of difficult that match. We didn't find any of our million exile effects. Guardian would also just block it fine. Journey there would have been awesome, so yeah, GG. Let's just go to the next one.